Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a reading on Sunoo from the K-pop boy group Enhypen, and this will just be an overall general reading for him. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we got so many cards to yell out. Okay, so we got family and tribe. We got discover your life purpose. We got home. And we got pride. Okay, so what I see with Sunoo is I'm kind of seeing that he may be missing home. It seemed that he really do think about his family, like that he came from before he became an idol or even a trainee. That he really sit there and think about, wow, I miss my family type of thing. And he's sitting there like, when he's sitting alone or like thinking to himself, it's kind of like he's like, okay, is this something I meant to do? Or he's kind of trying to find his life purpose because he is fairly young. So I can kind of see if he's like, thinking like, oh yeah, like, I'm away from home for a long time. I wouldn't know when the next time I'll be able to truly see my family and spend time with them type of thing. But I'm getting a lot of family, home, like his original home. I'm not talking about his dorm with the other members. I'm talking about his actual, like, home type of thing. So yeah, he do need to find his purpose in life because even then, him being an idol, sometimes it seemed like you see how that girl is kind of sitting there. Sometimes he's really wondering, okay, is this for me? Like, is this something I truly can see myself doing in the next few years and actually being happy? Because his happiness matters too. But it's something that he's gonna have to take pride in, no matter what's his choice or what his answer may be. Let me say it that way. Okay. Okay. So the next few cards that fell out was set your course. You are rare and free in reverse. We got a moment's regret. Okay, let's pull a few more to Okay. And then we got who in the world are you in reverse. We got, and the last card that came out with that was falling. Okay, so basically what I was saying with discover your purpose, set your course, he needs to know exactly where he wants to go. Like if somebody came up and asked him, where do you want to go in a year from now, he should already know. It's kind of like he do need to have a plan just in case he's like, okay, this idol thing may not be for me. Because with the moment's regret, it's kind of like he may be contemplating, why did I make this decision? Because it may be something that he didn't think it was. Like the idol life he made, thought it was gonna be fun, happy, and now he's getting into it and he's like, dang, it's not like that at all. And a part of him is kind of like, a part of him is like a lot of people with the who in the world are you in reverse and you are rare and free. It's kind of like people are kind of controlling him and trying to tell him who to be, and it's to the point that he's actually like, I guess this is the person I'm meant to be type of thing. This is something I'm meant to be. And it's really not, because he should be able to choose what type of person he wants to be and how he acts like. But it's kind of like he's being controlled to act a certain way. And it's to the point that he's actually believing that's the certain way he's meant to do. And he doesn't really have his own plan. Like, let's say if he's like, oh, this idol life isn't going to work, where is he going to go next? Because with the falling card, it does represent change happening or him wanting change to happen. And I'm feeling like this does have something to do with the idol life, because with the moment's regret, and then it's like you are rare and free in reverse and set your course. It's kind of like he may not know if he wants to be in the idol world for a long time. Like he could be contemplating like, oh, I wonder, do I even want to continue this type of thing? Is this meant for me? Should I change my career? But if I do change my career, what will I change it to? Okay. So the next few cards that flew out was gifts, deception, rites of passage, and promises. So, Sunoo is already having problems within the group or with himself or with just people around him. It's a lot of deception and people kind of telling him one thing and then it turning out to be another, or making promises to him and it's not coming true. Basically, they're not keeping their word type of thing. And again, with the rite of passage, it's still him trying to figure out what is he meant to do, and figure out what is my goal in life, what is my true path type of thing. Because even with gifts, it's like, yeah, he is an idol type of thing. He is doing something that is something to celebrate, and yes, he is doing that to celebrate, but at the same time, it's like, can he really celebrate if there's people being a certain way towards him behind the scenes, but then on camera they come, he have to come up and smiling on the scenes and being like, oh yeah, I'm happy, when really he's not, because there's people that's not keeping their word. They're telling him one thing and then another thing happening, and it's like, it's kind of like he's losing hope and hope more and more, because it's like there's trifling people behind the scenes that treats him a certain way, or says certain things to him a certain way that makes him, with the moment's regret, I'm bringing that back, that makes him regret even making a decision, or regret even choosing the path that he chose. Okay. Okay. So we got supernatural. We got external youth, ancient. Okay, let's pull a few more. We got sacrifice. And then we got nightmare. It's coming together, basically what I was saying before. It's still saying the same thing. It's a lot that he has to let go, and whether he wants to or not, eventually he's going to have to adapt and do basically what anybody says behind the scene, because this is a whole new world to him. Remember, they did debut, and Enhypen did debut pretty fast type of thing, so they didn't really get to settle in everything, so everything kind of went fast for them, and even then it's still kind of like almost supernatural to Sunoo. Like, this world is very, very different from my old world that I come to type of thing. It's going to take adapting. It's like the energy is very new. There's a lot of new stuff that he don't know about, and he still is young. I don't know his age, but it's still a lot that he has to settle in and get used to. And with the nightmare cards, he's going through a bit of a hard time right now. It's a lot of bad dreams that he's having type of thing. It's a lot of negativity overall around him type of thing, that he probably can't even go to sleep, and if he does go to sleep, it's like he's constantly having nightmares, he's having issue that goes on type of thing, and like he has nobody to really turn to. It's like, even when he want to turn to his family, it's like, shoot, there's certain things I can't say type of thing, or there's certain things they would never be able to understand, because he's like, I don't even understand all this that's going on, so I know y'all wouldn't. And it's kind of like, that's why he does have a sense of missing home. I do get that vibe, because it's more like he feels like he is on his own. That's the thing. Let's just pull some more cards. Okay, that's a lot that came out. Okay, so we got miracle. We got powerful personal growth. We got guidance, but where would it lead you? We got a wonderful idea, the aha moment. We got you miss someone. And then we got working too hard. Okay. So he is definitely going to go through a personal growth. This is going to be something that is going to be life changing. This is something, and he may have somebody that actually come in and help him. It's going to be some guidance along the way where he's going to have somebody there for him, or somebody that he could go to and talk to and kind of like, you know, experience and just ask questions type of thing. Somebody that he could count on. But at the same time, he do kind of got to count his blessings, or kind of see that there is miracle and there is people that is going to protect him. But also what he's doing right now is considered a miracle, because not everybody, you know, get a chance to, you know, become an idol. So, but it's kind of like he wants more positivity when it comes to this, because as you can see, he's still missing somebody. He's really missing, and like I said, I'm connected to the family card, because we have the home card that came out in the family card, and it's kind of like he's sitting there just thinking about his family and really missing them, but knowing he can't just walk out and just go to them type of thing. So yeah, and it's really hard on him, because like I say, he still is young, and when you're going through this alone, which he seems to be, it's like it seems to be something that he's going through, and he may not tell everybody, because right now it's just a lot on him, and this is going to make him become stronger, and this is going to send him on a personal growth journey that he's going to have to, you know, endure anyway. But this is going to be something that he's going to be able to cope with and manage once he hit that mark in his life. And then we got the card that's working too hard. Yeah, that's not really shocking to me, I'm gonna be honest, because Big Hit has been pushing Enhypen like a lot. Like, I noticed that they've been being pushed a lot, and they haven't even been a long-term group. Like, they only been out for like really a few months, and they have been, you can definitely tell they have been working hard, but they're working too hard. Like, notice how the cards say working too hard with an exclamation point at the bottom. It's like they may not be getting the proper rest. Sunoo may not be getting the proper rest, and he feels like he's being pushed way too hard, and he's like, this is just too much now, which is probably making him miss home even more. He's like, I miss y'all even more. Okay, so we got some cards, which was, you need some space in this relationship. You inspire trust and confidence. You attract wonderful news. You have a mighty shield. And then, it's alright to be alone. Yeah, it goes back in hand to hand with what I was saying earlier. It's a lot he is going through, and he's going through it alone. And there's nothing wrong with that, because with the card, it said it's all right to be alone, so he don't have to include other people. But at the same time, with the unique space in the relationship, it makes me think that he's kind of excluding himself away from his members. Like, he may not be engaging as much. Like, obviously on camera, you're going to see them engaging because that's their job. But off of camera, it's kind of like he's staying to himself a lot. He's staying alone. He's kind of doing his own little thing type of thing. And it's like, it's all right for him to be like that, but he needs to make sure that he is kind of reaching out and getting help if he needs it, because he do have a shield that's kind of put up, so even if somebody do try to come around him, he may automatically just push them away, and not because he wants to, but it's because he wants to be alone. He doesn't want everybody being all up in his business type of thing. And then it's like, he do need to gain more trust and confidence, because as he goes on, it can become a problem if he isn't believing in himself. It would just become a miserable experience from him, because he can attract good news and good fortune, but he has to believe it himself. A part of me thinks he doesn't believe in himself like that. So yeah, he is going through a bit of a tough time right now, but hopefully once he hits this personal growth, he'll be able to really see past it and be able to connect more with the journey and be able to experience more. But right now he is in this isolation phase where he is preferring to be alone. So if you see him on camera acting alone, it's kind of like, yeah, that's something that he wants right now. He is going through a lot, and that's something that he does prefer. So yeah, that's all I get for Sunoo from Enhypen. This concludes his reading. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can always request in the comment section down below. And tune into my next video. Bye.